the idea is that each ant, when this ant is foraging, is looking for food, right? This ant is going to leave the nest and roam around randomly, searching for food, right? Now, when it is roaming around, it's laying down a trail of pheromones. Once it reaches the food, then it will return to the nest, laying down more pheromones. Now, if an ant finds pheromone, this ant is more likely to follow this path that has pheromone than another path that doesn't have pheromone or that it has less pheromone. Okay. These pheromones evaporate over time, so unless they are reinforced by ants passing through this path, these pheromones are basically going to disappear from the ground. Okay. Now, this is what happens when one ant is roaming around, right, searching for food. What happens when we have more ants? Let's say, for example, that we have 2 ants, right? It may happen that one of the ants managed to reach the food source quicker. It followed a shorter path. So while this other ant here is still searching for food, this ant here already found the food. Okay? And as it already found the food, it's going to start returning to the nest, laying down more pheromones. Okay? So what is happening here is that this path here is going to contain more pheromones than this longer path. Okay? Just because this ant reached the food and returned to the nest much more quickly. Okay? Now, when other ants are getting out from the nest to search for food, these other ants are also more likely to follow this shorter path because it has more pheromones, right? So what happens here is that as more and more ants use this shorter path, the amount of pheromones there in that path is going to increase, right? So you can expect here this path to be reinforced by pheromones. Whereas this other path here is going to become less and less used by ants. And as they are less and less used by ants, these pheromones are basically going to evaporate. Okay? And as a result, the ants manage to find here the shortest path between the nest and the food source. Okay? So if you ever wonder why ants usually look like they are following the shortest path to reach the food source. If they can go on a straight line, they will go on a straight line, right? Now you know why. Okay.